Namaste and welcome. It is Rishi here from meditatewithrishi.com, and today we are answering the question, does the law of karma affect enlightened beings? So after you attain enlightenment, does the law of karma still have an effect on you? This is a really important question because, well, the reason we strive to attain enlightenment is so that we can become free. We can become free from the cycle of birth and rebirth and not have to come back here and suffer. So if that's the case, then once you're enlightened, what actually happens to your karma? Does the law of karma affect you? Right? That's the question. So the answer to this is really simple, okay? But it needs to be understood. There's two levels to it. So what I want to share with you is a poem by Swami Vivekananda that just has the answer in it. It's a beautiful poem. It's, I think, from the Song of a Sanyassin that he wrote, okay? So here's a poem. The poem says, good, good, bad, bad, okay? Good, good, bad, bad, but none escape the law. Whosoever wears the form wears the chains too. But far beyond name and form is atman ever free. Know thou art that, sannyasi bold, say Om Tat Sat Om. Now, what does this mean? Okay, good, good, bad, bad, the law of karma. Good, good, bad, bad, but none escape the law. The law of karma is there for everyone. But far beyond, whosoever wears the form wears the chains too. So as long as you are in this mind and body, as long as you are identified with this mind and body, you wear the chains. The law keeps you within its reach. But far beyond name and form is atman ever free. When you realize that you are not this body and mind, that you are the atman, the ever free, all-pervading spirit, far beyond name and form is atman ever free. Know thou art that, sannyasi bold, say Om Tat Sat Om. So in essence, what it's saying is that as long as we are identified with the body and mind, the law of karma, of course it affects you, because it is the karma of the individual. It is affecting you on an individual level. But the moment you go from individual to infinite, the moment you realize that you're not this limited mind and body, but the spirit that is all-pervading, that is, the oneness, you realize that you are essentially one with the oneness, the unity, then the law of karma cannot affect you, because it can only affect an individual, right? It's two different levels, it's two different states. It's kind of like the state of waking and the state of sleeping. So it's only when you're sleeping, right? It's only when you're sleeping that you can have dreams. The moment you wake up, there can be no dreams. In the same way, it's only when you're identified with mind and body can the law of karma be there. The moment you step out and become one with the whole, the law of karma cannot affect you, right? So this is the theory. I really hope this makes sense. But the real question is, practically, how does it work? Does it mean that for an enlightened person that they will face nothing bad can happen to them? No, that's not true. So if sickness is written, if sickness is meant to come to you, even after you're enlightened, it still will come. We know of so many enlightened beings where, cancer has, Ramakrishna, for example, right? He had throat cancer. So it's not that bad things don't happen to you. It's that the suffering goes away. When you're identified with mind and body, when you get a sickness, you suffer. But when you're not even identified with this mind and body, then you don't suffer in the same way. Now here is where, obviously, I'm not talking, we're not talking from experience, right? Because we're not enlightened, right? But you can imagine that for someone that does not identify with the mind and body, even something as severe as throat cancer is probably no more than a stain on the t-shirt, right? So that's it. I really hope that makes sense. Does law of karma affect enlightened beings? From the outside, yes, it does. The things that are meant to happen will still happen, but the suffering is no longer there. The suffering is no longer there. And this is the point. This is the point. Okay? So that is it. Thank you very much for listening. Namaste.